The Oscars were announced a few days ago, and it's time to rank all 10. It's Hoffman's ranking on the Hoff Stack. I just recorded a previous version of this video, and it was so friggin' long. So I'm like, come on. Even I have to recognize nobody gives a shit about my opinions quite that much. So we're going to do the speed round. And here we go. First of all, I just want to say there were a couple of movies that got totally robbed. I'm only talking about Best Picture today. If I were doing a top 10, because that's basically what this is now, because it's 10 movies. If I were doing a top 10, I would have found room, first of all, for Eddington. I love that movie. That was my third favorite movie of the year. It got zip for nominations. If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You was my second favorite movie. And thank God at least Rose Byrne got nominated for Best Actress. And she should win. I hope she does. It's over weepy hangout with the Moss and Grubbs lady from Hamnet. Blue Moon, Ethan Hawke got the nomination. Love it. Great movie. It's a bit of a play, but it's still pretty damn good. Nouvelle Vague, the Rick Linklater, the 1-2 Punch, that's on Netflix. You should watch it. It's really fun. And I loved It Was Just an Accident. And two foreign language films got nominated for Best Picture, but not the best one, which was It Was Just an Accident. But it did get nominated for one or two other things. I believe Best Screenplay and Best Foreign Language on its own. I also, from documentaries, and these also got blanked out, I really liked the documentary 1-to-1 John and Yoko. And it's funny, when I was asked to review that, I was like, Jesus Christ, there have been so many John Lennon documentaries. Why do I need to watch another one? And I loved it. And I even interviewed the director, and I told him that. And turns out there was a job for hire from him. Sean Lennon hired him, or Sean Lennon and his people hired this guy. And he's not a nobody. He's a very famous documentarian. And filmmaker in his own right, and I forget his name. He's Scottish. Mackenzie, I think, is his name. David Mackenzie, Peter Mackenzie, something like that. And it's very well made. It's first of all, it's very interesting, but it's like it's not just about John and Yoko. It's about everything. But so if you like the Beatles of John and Yoko at all, you must see it. Even if you don't, it's just really interestingly well made, and it's on HBO Max. I also really like the documentary Riefenstahl, which plunders the archives of Leni Riefenstahl and is fascinating. It's very artfully made German film about a pretty shitty person, pretty shitty person, Leni Riefenstahl. May she rot in hell. Okay, but talented. You could also watch Olympiad on the Criterion Channel, which you should. It's great. She's a talented woman. You know, a lot of assholes are talented. Number 10. I liked 9. If I was Ebert and Siskel and I would do the thumbs up and thumbs down, I'm thumbs up on 9 of the 10 nominated. My only straight up thumbs down bad movie is Sentimental Value by Mr. Joachim Trier out of Norway. More like Snorway. This guy sucks. I've seen 3 of his movies now and they all suck. And this woman, Renetta Reinsva, who's in the 2 most recent movies of his, who is this woman? She's boring. If she was in your life, if you were at a party talking to her, you'd fall asleep. She's such a bore. This movie's a bore. It's not interesting. It's derivative. You've seen it 100 times. Wes Anderson has made this movie. Woody Allen has made this movie, and they both made it better. It's another movie about a family. The dad was out of the picture. He's an artist. He's running around. He's stooping people, and they hate him. But then at the end, he's in the hospital, like, there goes dad hitting on the nurse. You gotta love him. No. And then at the end, it relies on music cues because there's no connection to the characters at all. It's just bad. It's just bad and boring. I did not care for it. Elle Fanning is not any good in it. Nobody's good in it. The movie can go to hell. Now, let me say one other thing about this motion picture, which is that at the end, they live in a great big house and it's like got a nice vibrant color. And at the end, there's a version where it's all just like white and gray and boring. It's symbolic. But that's what this movie did to the story. You've seen these stories before. Wes Anderson has done this story before, and his are interesting. This is not interesting. Bad movie. Okay, number 9. Something's Got to Come in last place. Mind you, I did like this. Everything from here on in is like, yeah, a thumbs up. So thumbs up to F1, which comes in 9th place. Why is it 9th place? Because honestly, I barely remember it. I saw it this summer. I couldn't even remember who was the lead actress until I just checked. I thought it was Emily Blunt. It usually is when I can't remember who it is. It's Emily. It turns out it's Carrie Condon. And I like Carrie Condon. She's very good. All I remember is that he's running around in circles. When I try to remember F1, there are scenes and I go, oh no, that was Ford versus Ferrari, a much better picture. F1 is fine. Don't get me wrong. I liked it. I gave it a good review when I saw it because it's like it's summertime. It's July. Brad Pitt's roaming around in circles. He wins. I'm assuming he wins. Who remembers? But they race, and it's great. Javier Bardem is in one or two scenes. It's fine. It's like it's not as good as the most recent Top Gun. What does that tell you? I mean, so there you go. It's fine. Another movie. Oh God. Well, here it comes. I'll just come right out and say it. My eighth place choice is a movie that I liked. I do give this a thumbs up, but I have to say, I have great misgivings about One Battle After Another. It is my eighth place choice, which means it is a good movie. It is a B plus, but it's just stupid. It doesn't like everything. The Sean Penn character is a caricature. It's a cartoon. It's phony. I read the book, and the book is surreal and wacky and not meant to be taken at face value, and it's quite good. And it works in a book. Like, there are parts of this movie that really, really work. Everything with Benicio del Toro is gold. He's fantastic in it. All the scenes with Leonardo and Benicio are marvelous. All the stuff on the phone when he's trying to remember the password is great. The stuff with the daughter is fine until Sean Penn's in the room. The stuff with Sean Penn is it's just preposterous, and I couldn't take it seriously. And the other thing about this movie is I think it fundamentally misreads the book, my interpretation of it anyhow. Now let me explain to you why I'm smarter than Paul Thomas Anderson, who already adapted a Thomas Pynchon book, and why I find my reading of the book is that it's set in something specific, which is 60s radicalism that has failed due to the changes of the tenor and the temperature of the country. And by the time the 80s roll around, it's a doomed project. This movie, perhaps philosophically more commendable, tries to keep hope alive. And I think keeping hope dead is more interesting, quite frankly. This movie tries to end on a note of optimism. And the big finale when the girl carries the torch is very uplifting, but it felt phony to me. So that's it. I'm a bastard. I'm an asshole. I'm canceled because I did not glow over this movie. I merely think it's good. And it is good. There's a lot of really good scenes. And certainly the way it's shot, the action sequence at the end is phenomenal. It's as good as F1 as far as cars flying around. Next film, let's give seventh place to Hamnet. Hamnet is a very handsome production. It looks nice. The Moss, the Jessie Buckley acting her brains out. It's very handsome. My problem with Hamnet is, and I read this book as well, I don't understand. His kid died, and then he wrote Hamlet, but there's no what does Hamlet have to do with his kid? It's the big revelation at the end is it's no revelation other than that he was secretly projecting his sadness into something worthwhile. I don't get it. I didn't get it in the book. I don't get it now. And I don't like reusing that Max Richter song. It's Chloe Zhao is good at times. I like her other movies. I like the friend, what's her name, Shitting in a Bucket. I like that. I like the one on the Indian Reservation, and I like The Rider. Songs my brother told me on the Indian Reservation. I never saw her Marvel movie. I never will. I like her. What a whiff! What a whiff! She reused a song. It's been used in 3 other projects. The next project, is Sinners. Sinners is great, and it's funny. My dear old mom, who may be watching this, somebody's got to be watching it, kind of nailed it. She watched it because it was nominated for 1 million Oscars and didn't know anything about it. And she said, I was enjoying this great movie about these 2 brothers having struggles, and then all of a sudden it became a vampire movie. And I feel like it didn't need, I kind of agree, it didn't need the vampires. They're cool, the fight scenes are cool, but I feel like, I don't know. And then at the end, the sun, they're in a bog, and they turn to a crisp. I don't know. I mean, I like Sinners though, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's good. But it is genre fair. I mean, Evil Dead 2 is better. I mean, let's be honest. So, but it's good. I like Sinners a lot. And I think Michael Baines Jordan is very, very talented. He's doing the 2 performances. I like the scene, the music with all the ghosts. I love that scene. Don't get me wrong. That's fantastic. All the spirits doing their thing was phenomenal. I like the ending with Buddy Guy. It's good. Sinners is good. Breaking records for the most Oscar nominations of all time is a little weird, but it's good. A movie that is very good and it is my next pick. And this, I guess we're up to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, fifth place. So right dead in the center, The Secret Agent, this movie from Brazil. I saw this movie twice. And the first time I watched it, I swear to you, I was a good hour in going, what the hell's going on? Not that I didn't understand what was in front of me. I could follow the plot. But I'm like, what is this movie? What is its point of view? What is it trying to say? What's going on? Is The Secret Agent, isn't this supposed to be a spy movie? And then it revealed to me this is a very playful story about, well, it's not playful story. It plays with genre and storytelling, and it's it's a little cerebral maybe, but it's pretty wild look at how politics, the incidents from politics get passed on in time. Certainly very topical, both in Brazil and here in the U.S. of A. And then the wacky shit like the hairy leg romping around the park, and then the big shootout is pretty great. The opening with the dead body on the ground. I really like this movie. It's very strange, and I find it a little bit refreshing that the Academy would nominate this for so many awards, including Best Picture, because it is not like it's not a simple film. It makes you work a little bit, and I did like it a heck of a lot. We are officially in the category of now, like, these movies are stone cold good, and Secret Agent is stone cold good. Also stone cold good, coming in fourth place, Frankenstein. You gotta love Frankenstein. Jacob Elordi, 7 feet tall. The cinematography is just great. I'm not going to sell you on Frankenstein. You probably saw it already. If not, it's on Netflix. It's really good. One thing I will say is that a lot of people who like Frankenstein are thinking that Oscar Isaac is the weak link. He's great. He's great in everything. He's so handsome, and I love him. And he's great in Frankenstein. That is of this batch, the fourth best film of the year. Now, the third best, and this is a movie that I really like, and if it was all up to me and I was choosing all 10, this would for sure be in my top 10, as would Frankenstein and maybe even Secret Agent too. But my third place, the bronze medal of this year's Oscar noms, Train Dreams. What a picture. It's sad. It's gorgeous. He's out sleeping in the snow. He's got his friend who comes and gives him a chicken. There's dogs that show up. He goes in an airplane at the end. There's the voiceover. It's really very good. It's really very good. And some people compare it to Terrence Malick, and people tend to compare anything shot outside to Terrence Malick, and I find that to be a false note. But I think this is in the Malick sphere. And in fact, it's better than some Malick movies, better than Knight of Cups. So I really like it. It's just great. Number 2, speaking directly to my heart, Begonia is my silver medalist. What a crazy story. What a crazy story. Begonia really works when you know what's coming at the end. I don't want to spoil it. It's out there for you to stream if you haven't seen it. It's just great. And I've seen most of Yorgos Lanthimos' films. Maybe I've seen them all, actually. I've seen some of his early Greek stuff. And, kind of his biggest hit was Poor Things, which did kind of annoy me after a while. I liked Poor Things, but toward the end, it kind of annoyed me. I liked Kind of Kindness a lot, which is these little episodes of insanity. And this is great. It's kind of like, it's almost like a chapter from Kind of Kindness just blown out. Now, I know that this is, in fact, based on a Korean movie called Save the Green Planet, which I have never seen. And I watched the trailer the other day, and I said, I don't know if I need to see this, but maybe someday I will. It seemed a little bit, there's like a lot of crazy fight scenes and stuff, at least in the trailer. So I don't know. Maybe I should just see it just because I like Begonia so much, which leads me to my number 1, of course, Marty Supreme, the best movie of the year, the best movie of the last 5 years, probably. Yes, absolutely. 2019. You have some amazing movies that came out that year, and since then, I think Marty Supreme is the best movie of the last 5 years. It's everything you need a movie to be. It's got Larry Ratzo-Sloman. It's got Sarah Bernhardt. There's shouting, there's screaming, there's a tub that comes crashing through. It's just terrific, and it's a big hit, and it will not win the Academy Award for Best Picture, but maybe Timothée Chalamet will win Best Actor, and he should, because the movie's all on him. This movie works because you're with him, and he's does not You know, it's no matter all the obstacles, he's still going for it, and you're pushing for him, even though he's an asshole. You hate this guy. You don't want this guy in your life. He's a schmuck. But yet you're rooting for him anyhow. And Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, is fantastic as well. The whole movie's fantastic. I love it. It is the best movie of the year, the best movie of the last 5 years. It is now 15 minutes into this video. It's time to say goodbye. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to all my ranting and raving. Many of you disagree with me about One Battle After Another. I'd like to remind you and say that I did like it. I don't dislike this movie. I just think that parts of it are dumb. And that's life. Goodbye.